Grizfolk, and we are in Cleveland, Ohio, currently on tour with our friend Max Frost. Right now we're sitting in a bar downstairs with no cell phone reception, hanging out with each other.
I guess you could call it a barcade.
It's a barcade. Yeah.
Cool, and how did you guys form? What's kind of your background story?
We all met in Los Angeles about 4 years ago, 3 years ago as a band, and started writing songs, not really knowing what it would come, but we all met, we had mutual friends, and played in different gang constellations, and decided to form Grizfolk, and here we are after 3 years of touring.
That's awesome. And what would you guys kind of describe your genre as, and how has that kind of developed over the years?
It's just rock and roll. I mean, our live show is a rock show, but I think it encompasses a lot of things. So I don't know, maybe it would fall under alternative rock.
And who would you say your biggest influences, and have they kind of shaped your sound in any way?
We love Mike Snow, we love Justin Vernon, Foo Fighters. As far as the sound goes, maybe those are things that influence the sound.
Cool.
But we have obviously a lot of influences. Aerosmith. We're going on tour with Aerosmith this summer, actually.
That's awesome.
I'm just kidding.
I know. So you guys just released an album, Waking Up the Giants. Could you kind of just talk about, is there any sort of underlying concept behind that, or what kind of message were you guys trying to convey with that release?
We're just trying to tie it all together. We had an EP called From the Spark, which had a lot of themes of open spaces and deserts and kind of where we made the music. So Waking Up the Giants was kind of a continuation of these musical themes we came up with.
Could you talk a little bit about that experience? Where did you guys record this album?
We recorded it in LA, but Los Angeles is essentially a desert, surrounded by a desert. So just outside of it is a place called Joshua Tree, which is one of our favorite places to go to get away and just to feel inspired. So I think a lot of the feelings you get from being under a desert sky made their way into music.
Cool, and I read on a bunch of articles about you guys about your song The Struggle and how that kind of song went viral and maybe was some sort of breaking point for you guys in your career. Would you agree or disagree with that, and what kind of was the meaning and success of that track?
It was probably the second song that we wrote, and we had no idea, when we released it, we put it on SoundCloud, and because there was this blog that had heard it, and they needed to, have access to it, so we just uploaded it. It wasn't really done, it was a demo version, and the blog put it up on the website, and it just kind of started this hype around that song, and we rolled with it, and we're like, all right, people seem to like this, and it ended up making us write more songs. So yeah, I guess we can thank the struggle, or just thank that blog.
Yeah,
I think years.
Do you think that you guys have faced as a band any sort of struggle in terms of making it in the industry and finding your path? Was it kind of ironic that your song called The Struggle ended up being the one that made you guys so popular?
Yeah, it is kind of ironic. I think that actually the idea with The Struggle, I was listening to Notorious B.I.G. The Struggle, the song, Everyday Struggle. But I was listening to it that morning when we started writing the song. I think it kind of subliminally was translated into our version of a similar story.
And so you guys have a big tour coming up. You're headed to Toronto tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And you're playing with some pretty cool acts. Is there anything you guys want to tell your fans or about any upcoming releases or what they should expect in the next few months as you guys kind of jump around?
We're coming to South by the Southwest, in Austin, Texas. We're working on a music video for one of our new songs right now. What else?
Just want to say thanks for everything so far. The tours have been amazing. The fan support's been insane. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks for coming out, supporting us, putting a head under the pillow. I mean, the pillow.